Hey everybody, Joseph Rothschild here, aka MBT, back with the third round of the Reddit Championship Series. You know my relationship with Reddit. I just love Redditors. I've been commentating most of these rounds with Sir Emanon. Those are on his channel, which will be in the description. But today I have a very special guest with me. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Nyhmnim. I am a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber as well, and I equally love Reddit just
Yeah.
as much.
Everyone, please, if you have reddit.com, please start the MBT and Nimnim appreciation thread, link our socials and our Patreons, use our TCG player codes. So today we've got the third round. Both of these players are undefeated, and they're both on Eldlich. We've seen a lot of Eldlich in this tournament, and this round is no exception. Gage, you play a lot of Dueling Book for whatever reason. I assume you've seen a lot of Eldlich as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, I run into nothing but it, honestly. But I actually haven't experienced the mirror match yet, and that's what both of these players are on here. So this should actually be exciting to look at.
Oh,
I'm sure
exciting!
you've commentated. You've commentated your fair amount of them, right?
I've actually lucked out. I've never had to commentate a pure Eldlich mirror. Usually one of them is on some absolutely asinine garbage like Invoked or Mayakashi or Baylor Drock. I've never had to deal with like extravagance, but that's about exactly what we're about to see.
Yeah, looks like we're in for a treat then.
Yeah. So Tamemobal, also Anju, as they go by online occasionally, is an actually pretty good player. They're experienced. They have a couple of tops under their belt, and they're going to lead with a copy of Foolish Burial Goods, sending a Guardian. This is the one that you send when you need extra names. And wow, what a powerful turn one. I mean, what do you say about that?
That's insane, dude. Now it looks like Kamal Latte is on 3 copies of Foolish Burial Goods. No, Kamal Latte is not on 3 copies of Foolish Burial Goods. Tamama Ball is. But what do you feel about Foolish Burial Goods in the main? I see some builds play it and some opt not to.
I actually think it sucks. I thought originally it was going to be great, but it's just so slow in terms of getting your Eldliches online. It's probably good in the mirror because you have like 18 turns to figure something out. Ash Blossom on the Eldlin's okay, but not fantastic when they've got an Eldlixir of Black in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And now we are staring down a pair of giant golden boys off of the Scarlet Sanguine. I mean, there's just so many play starters in this deck. I thought only having one monster was going to be like a negative, but it turns out it's completely fine.
Mm-hmm. I feel like impermanence is really, really powerful in this matchup too. Setting it in the proper column can actually get you pretty far ahead if you can pretty much hold them off for a turn.
Of course, to do that, like,
the back rows.
You do have to set the card.
Yeah, you do, but...
Okay.
Confuse the door. Non-targeting pop, that's going to get rid of the castle there.
Yeah, I mean, popping Curse Eldland is kind of necessary because, you know, it's an insane card that does everything for the deck, but it also sucks because then they get to plus off of it going to the graveyard. I'm sure both players are well-versed in the intricacies of this matchup, but from my perspective, it just looks like they're going to set everything in defense position and see who's the first person to run out of Scarlet Sanguines first. I don't know if that's your experience as well. If any of these Eldliches ever go to the graveyard, it's just going to be like Hakero Fest 2020.
It's definitely getting rid of the castle's the big thing there, because like if you let that stay up, it just snowballs into way too much advantage. It sucks that they're going to be able to get the search when you pop it, but it's kind of like inevitable. You have to get rid of it, otherwise you're just going to like lose the game because you're giving your opponent a free card every turn, and that just ends up being too much.
Like something Cleaford Scout is a good card.
Yep.
And look at this, like, just using Hakero, passing, saying, okay. Banishing Conquistador is kind of relevant. Like, you keep your opponent off most of their resources, but they've already got 5 set back row. I mean, the problem with the Eldlich deck is that it just struggles so much to assemble a competent, aggressive board, and that's why you occasionally see it paired with, like, everything from Invoked to Mayakashi, but holy shit.
Oh my god, the Blackluster Soldier.
I guess it banishes a card on the field. Komalate going, I don't know.
You also can't target it, right? Since it was summoned by a big dude?
No, it's just, it can't be destroyed, I think.
You
mean Blackluster Soldier. Yeah, Blackluster Soldier's crazy if it's got a big dude as part of it.
But it's like you can't target it, but like the thing is like a simple Conquistador can still just donk it, huh?
Wait, that sucks. No, it can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effect.
Oh, okay. It can't be destroyed. I thought it just couldn't be targeted. I was like, whoops.
Why did they start printing both on it? So it's gonna eat a Solemn Judgment as expected.
Oh my.
Mystic Mine is like, it's fine. You got to beat Adamancipator some way, but like it's so bad in the mirror.
Oh, in the mirror, it's awful. But like this deck, I think has a very, very good way of playing with Mystic Mind because I'm pretty sure you can just Eldlich the big guy and get rid of it whenever you want. Like it sees like Tamama Ball plays only one copy of the Mystic Mind, and Kamalate's not on it at all. It looks like nowhere in the side deck or the main deck.
Yeah. It ends up in this weird position where like the decks you want to resolve Mystic Mine against are putting out like 4 to 5 negates, and you just aren't capable of chewing through any of them and being like, and now I can resolve Mystic Mine. You just have to like play it and hope they forget that their cards have text on them. We did see the
Also, I
Hakera.
know we did see the Hakera. Yeah, Hakera's crazy too. I think the fact that the trap cards don't target, not only like Conquistador doesn't target a card on the field to pop, but Hakera doesn't target a card in the graveyard to banish it either. That's so frustrating to work around because it's like you're gonna lose a card no matter what. It's like you can't chain to it or anything like that. It's not like Crow where you like know what your opponent's gonna get rid of.
And we finally found the first pot of extravagance of the match. All right, here we go. I mean, this is where you pull way ahead in terms of card advantage. But for what it's worth, despite the fact that Anju's been on the back foot the entire game, they're way up in life and way up on cards in on the field. And it almost feels like really, really old Burning Abyss mirrors where like you'd have to count like, okay, they've been through one Scarlet Sanguine, so once I get rid of the other two, we can move into a end of game scenario. And like you would go into time game one. Obviously, that's not going to happen over the course of like a week-long tournament, but in paper, I think you would see this deck winning a lot less because it struggles so hard with like assembling competent aggro lines.
I feel like cards like Ash Blossom and DD Crow really shine like the matchup. Like I know both players are on 3 Ash Blossom, and I think that's a really good choice because if you can like if your opponent flips up the Scarlet Sanguine,
exactly like right here,
you Ash it just like right here. That's just such a huge swing because like your opponent will not have their Eldlich guy, which means all their trap cards are pretty much dead in the back row if they can't stick a guy.
I was going to say, this is rough. White Destiny with no Eldlich in graveyard means that it's stuck in the hand, and there it is. Even then, it's not fantastic. You kind of want to send it from the hand to the graveyard to pop one of your opponent's things, but all your opponent's stuff is just going to float anyway, so who cares?
Yeah. What is like the most efficient way to be able to deal with the Golden Lord in the mirror match? Because like you can't, if I get it back with from the graveyard, it can't be destroyed. So like you can't Conquistador it. Like what's the easy way out?
Well, it only can't be destroyed for the first turn. So
yeah, and then following that, it's able to be destroyed.
I guess if engineering a way for it to get to the graveyard and then like holding your Hakero for exclusively that is probably the play. And you can see both players like really prioritizing this card with the Eldlichers over basically everything else. Makes sense, but really frustrating that the game will be determined by like which player finds their third Hakero first.
Well, the interesting thing is Tamama Ball is only on 2 Hakero.
Ooh, that's rough.
On 3. I noticed that earlier. And I feel like in the mirror match especially, that's going to be troublesome because as we're seeing now, that card is just so critical to be able to get like to be able to banish the Golden Lord.
Yeah, there's
or at least one of the most viable, like one of the more valuable trap cards from the graveyard to stop like that. Again, that snowball effect of continuously getting card.
There's a lot of matches where like you don't actually want it. You know, you've got like your opponent's board already set up, and banishing a card from the graveyard is trivial. So people usually play it at like 2 or 2 with a copy of Guardian so that they have an additional name. And it's matches like these where playing 3 is just insane. Conquistadoring the Conquistador. No, Conquistadoring the Eldlich so the Conquistador resolves but doesn't do anything. Fantastic.
I think that's going to be, again, one of those big swings we see here.
Oof.
There's Halquero. I don't know.
No response.
I always want to say, like, this match is like... it looks like this match is, like, one-sided at this point, but then you just never know.
Yeah.
Because, like, this deck just keeps chugging.
You can, like, get tricky with Scarlet Sanguine or White Eldlichser by, like, chaining an Eldlich Golden Lord effect to a Hakero to an Eldlichser to get it back. But outside of that, you really have no defense against this card, which is just absolutely killer. Are we going to see an overlay for a rank 5? They're all 5 stars. Yes!
Ooh, the Pleiades?
Hell yeah.
Pleiades. Hell of a card.
It's something.
What Simo told me the other day that they were both lights. I didn't even think of the fact that they were lights the other day. He's like, oh, they're level 5. I'm like, cool, you can summon Durandal and stuff. And then he goes, oh, and they're lights too. And I said, oh my God, Pleiades, huh? That's so good.
This is actually the first time I'm realizing that Pleiades isn't just 2 level 5s. I didn't know it was lights
it's
only.
2 level 5s lights specifically, yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's the thing that's shocked because I didn't think they would be lights at all. It didn't look like They don't look like light monsters. I don't know.
All right, that's the last Eldlich. So as long as we can get through this one, the game is over, and they are still 2 in deck for Comalate.
What are those face down banished cards? Oh, that's extravagant. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna Pallades the Conquistador. Wait, that's so strong. You
Yeah,
get to put it back in hand. It takes 2 turns. Oh well.
Oh, the drain.
Oh, the impermanence!
And there's that that was from turn 1, I think, actually.
Or maybe that was a target. Later. Would you have impermed? Oh, that's crazy. I mean, this card is just absolutely useless in the mirror, but Pallades giving it like just a very small amount of use. Oh, and there's the second extravagance.
Okay. This is where we were talking about, like, oh, the match looks one-sided now, but, like, now these 2 cards could get him back into it.
I feel like this every Eldlich match. I'm like, and the Eldlich player is lost, and then they take the turn, and I'm like, and I've lost, and then I take my turn, and I'm like, there's no way they can get back from this.
And somehow they do.
And then we've been playing for 50 minutes, and they win in time by going into Gustav Max. Oh, there's the Ash for the extravagance, always.
Is it like correct to Ash the extravagance still though? I feel like it's better.
You think you're trying to get him to deck out, or just wait for a Scarlet Sanguine?
Just wait for like a Scarlet Sanguine. Maybe in the mirror match it's correct to get rid of the pot, but like
I don't know. I do kind of like that. That's kind of a heads up play. Like the only thing keeping either player in the game is just availability of Eldlich specifically, right?
Yeah. So like the thing is, like, if they pass the turn with no Eldlich guy on the board and like just like a couple back row, like it's pretty safe to say they probably have the elixir. So holding like the Ash for it means like they can't get the golden boy on the turn and the rest of their back row is useless.
Right,
of course, if one's
one engrave.
That's only like the second one we've seen.
Yeah, Comalate has a third one still in deck.
Okay.
Somewhere in those 20. Oh, and back to back. Oh my god, and is he letting it resolve? No. Okay.
This is where we can see. Nope. Okay, there's the Ash.
Fine. They didn't need the extra deck anyway. Gustav Max is a coward's card. All right, and the red for what? Hakero? Okay, sights set on that very final Eldlich. Conquistadoring it down right now, I think. Whoa.
There's the golden land.
I thought, we were talking about this earlier, but I thought this card was going to be super playable when I first looked at it. And it's just like a one-of. I think maybe one of them's on 2 copies?
I think both of them are on 1.
Oh,
no.
And they both found it.
So I guess it did come up pretty clutch. But no, actually, I'm surprised too. Like, we were talking about it. Whoa! The judgment! He said absolutely not.
I'm ready to see the follow-up judgment. Okay, they were all holding for just this exact interaction.
Yeah, I thought the card would be a lot better, but now, like, people are only on 1. I guess, like, it only matters for, like, a certain clutch point, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like having multiples is pretty powerful.
So it looks like we are White Destinying a Lord and Hakeroing in response. That's the first banished one on Comalate's side of the field. So they've got to get rid of this last Eldlich, and this is a great turn to do so. They've got no back row. There's a Hakero set. As long as they can get it off the field, they'll be fine. But getting it off the field's hard when it's got 2,800 defense and you're playing a deck with 3 monsters in it. Not
to mention there's also a skill drain chill in there. But he's going to send 2 to Link Summon.
Yeah, Phoenix. Link, just getting it off the field right now so we can use the Golden Lord effect in the graveyard in order to send it back to the hand and summon it with 3,500 attack here. That's probably good enough. Go to battle phase. I wouldn't wait to like trick them out of anything with the Hakero. I would just do it now and be like, okay, we got it.
There's the action to banish the 3rd Eldlich guy.
All right.
That's all 3 golden boys out of the game. Yeah. So it seems like I want to say that's a wrap at that point. I don't know if there's anything else.
I have no idea what you would do to get back into this game. Pot of Acquisitiveness, maybe?
Possibly.
I'm ready to see it. Spicy tech for the 40-minute long game 1. Getting Guardian. Plus we are all the way out of everything.
Plus the judgment too. I just don't see it.
Yeah. Oh, and there we go. Finally, we've made it out of game 1. So, I guess you have the deck list. You want to talk a little bit about the side decks real quick?
Sure. Okay. So it looks like Comalate is really geared towards the mirror match. He's got 3 Crow, 3 evenly matched, 2 Heavy Storm Duster. And I don't think we saw it. Comalate is playing Trap Trick in his main deck.
Oh, yeah. No. There's a sweet Trap Trick board in here with like Heavy Storm Duster, evenly matched, is not a fantastic trap trick target.
But it's a good card.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And Paleozoic Dynamicious in the main, which is actually kind of dope against cards like Cursed Eldlands specifically.
Also, getting rid of Golden Lord's pretty good with that card too, because it doesn't target, right? To get rid of and pitches his.
I believe it does target, but it doesn't matter because Eldland doesn't protect from targeting, I don't think.
It's only from destruction, I think.
Yeah. So
that's a pretty good way to get. Yep.
So this is kind of the downside of going first. When you are Eldlich, it's really hard to get the Golden Lord into the graveyard in the first place. Afterwards, you're fine. And it looks like, do we have a Scarlet Sanguine? We do not. We're going to have to use the White Destiny to get it out. And a Pot of Extravagance is a good start.
Pretty okay.
Fine.
Seeing double. Okay, and then we're going to see Chainlink 3, probably White Destiny.
Yep.
Okay.
There it is. So by the time the Conquistador resolves, it will be able to destroy the Cursed Eldland. And they'll get to use its effect, but that's kind of a consolation prize.
Get very heads up about what's very good in the matchup.
So again, Foolish Burial Goods. Sending a Conquistador, it's so slow.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very good.
Oh, man.
And here comes the end phase play. Just 2 back row. One of them is known, right? It's going to be known because he's going to use his Conquistador from grave, I think, right? Or whatever. He has something. Did he banish? What did he set for the end phase?
He sent Guardian and Conquistador. Komalate is asking to go back to main phase for some reason. And then says, never mind, it's all okay. What are you, bluffing into Biru here?
Oh, okay.
Thinking about Haketo, I think.
Okay, so now we get to see what 2 he's going for. He's going for Elixir and... Okay, so he definitely is trying to prioritize getting a golden board on the board.
Right. You can only get the elixirs with the golden land traps, and the only one you really want is red. White is just kind of the additional one that you play in order to dodge Haketo. We're using white here in order to get, it looks like forever, okay. Saying, you've got to flip up red absolutely now, or I'm not going to let you have Eldlich this game. Land eats an ash.
What is that? That's an ash? Okay.
Yeah, that's the alt-art.
That alt-art work.
If you play alt-art ash, you deserve to lose. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly agree.
My roommate bought alt-art ash, and he was like, no, it's cuter. I'm like, all right, dude. Yeah.
Okay, if you say so.
Very not weird. Looks like we are going to activate Scarlet Sanguine at end step. And, like, activating Ash on Cursed Eldland sucks. It just stops them for a turn. They get to do it next turn, but sometimes you have to do it. All right, and the boy has made it onto the board, and really?
Oh, wow.
The second game in a row where Anju has found 2 Pot of Extravagances. Okay, fine. All right, and the Eldlich makes its way onto the board with an Elixir of Black Awakening. Oof. Okay, so here we start getting golden land spells and traps. Could get forever if he decides to, but yeah, Haketo in the mirror seems a lot more important. And because Komalate searched Golden Land, I think Anju's got to know that Haketo is on their side of the field. We at least get to eat this. There's no more Pallades. Nope.
Okay,
yes,
here comes Conquistador.
And it will eat the Eldlich.
Probably gonna, if I'd say anything, probably gonna Hakero that too.
It's hard to make the call. Like, you want a Haketo, but you know they have a white set. So they'll just chain the white in response, and you maybe want to like prompt the white first. Nah, he's going for it.
Okay.
And
here comes the white.
And here's the forever. And here's the solemn. And here's the solemn.
Oh my god!
I love this mirror. Oh my god. I mean, this is pretty cool, but when all's said and done, like, there's still a golden boy on Anju's side of the field. And Komalate spent 6 cards getting to this position.
Yeah, you gotta think that's just the first golden boy he's gotten rid of. So
and he still gets to resolve white.
Wow. Oh my god.
Oh man, that's miserable.
It didn't even matter. All that work.
Well, if we can get these 2 off the field, maybe it can happen.
Well, I don't know. We're still staring down 3 back row, and 2 lords.
They've all forgotten like which effects have been activated this turn. It's like, right now. Okay, good. That's a sweet one.
That's a good top deck.
All right, so the first thing we're doing is Cursed Eldland.
Hey. And then here comes Conquistador to pop that Outland.
That's such a sweet one. Oh man, I would have to probably give like the huge advantage to Tamamo Ball here. Just
Hmm.
seems insane. I guess we can go into Pallades, but I don't really know what that accomplishes right now.
I don't think anything right now. I don't think card's too credible right now, but
That's a weird send. Uh,
that is.
okay, so we can set Black Awakening or pop one of our onboard traps in order to get it back. Looks like we are going for Pallades. Gonna try and hit one of these set cards. Solemn
Oh,
the
the
Pallades.
Solemn Judgment. This one only costing the small price of 1,800.
This sucks.
he,
Go into Gustav Max, coward. Oh, he actually could here.
he could. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
is he on it?
it's not his turn. Oh, wait. Oh, you mean like, oh my God. Yeah, he could. He has it. He's as, Kamlate plays 2 Gustav
Oof.
with no instantly there. Oh, no more.
Well, it was a good run, but we're gonna
Yeah,
get
I'm pretty sure that's a wrap here for Kamlate.
what, Conquistador at end step? That's probably not good enough.
Uh, that's it. He has to work, I think.
Yeah, we get to banish the conch for what? Oh, we get to banish Hawk as well. I don't know, maybe. Could get red and white. Yeah, it looks like that's what we're going for.
Okay.
It's okay, but like you're at 24, your opponent's got Gustav. They just have to like figure out a way to do 8 damage
Well,
to you.
he might not have Gustav. He did activate Extrav twice.
Oh god,
So.
he's 3 cards in extra. And Tamamu's on some spicy crap in the extra, like the Chidal fusion board.
Yeah. But he does play 3 Gustav Max, though. So once they give him like the largest chance to be able to at least have one.
I'll be shocked if he does it. So we're going for Black Eldlich into Conquistador, and then we're going for White Eldlich into probably Haketo. Yep. And then we are gonna Link Summon? Oh my god, wow, it's been a while. For Hip Oh shit again. Wow, I guess like it no wait, it doesn't even resolve stalemates in the mirror because they gain the same amount of attack and defense.
Yep.
Oh wait, unless we're about to make something even better. Oh, we're Eldliching for that. He says, okay. Here comes the Eldlich onto the field. Oh my god, we're just gonna attack. He's gonna say, yeah, we're just going to combat here. Battle phase over the 1 Eldlich, and then attacking directly. This prompts the Scarlet Sanguine. Do we have like an Ash or something? Nope.
No.
Getting the one from Grave. Are the rest of them banished? There's 1 banished, 1 in Grave. Where's the 3rd one? That's weird.
Well, I don't know. He sided it out, clearly.
Yeah. Why would you play 3 Eldlich? It's a brick. And then it ends up going to go for Conquistador, getting probably a red. Are there even targets for this left in the deck? There is 1 Eldlich remaining. I do not understand the Hippo Shin again, but I will cut the man with 2 cards in his extra deck some slack.
Yeah.
All right, Conquistador at end step for Comalate. That'll turn into, what, another red? I think we still have 1 available in deck, so might as well. And let's try the Gustav Max line again. We know that there's exactly Conquistador. We know the spot it's in. We could conk in response to the conk, provided that he does it reactively, but nope, looks like it's just going to be a pass.
Yeah, just set pass.
Yo, this mirror is so engaging, dude.
Here comes the goods.
That's kind of whack. Scarlet Sanguining now means that you're not going to be able to use the one that's set, but Golden Land Forever is a pretty good card. And passing it back, maybe Tamamo's setting up for a Gustav Max too, and he just wants it to resolve.
Well, if Tamamo Gustav Max, he's still going to be 400 off.
Yeah, not very good.
Yeah.
All right, the final Eldlich, and now I think all Eldliches are represented either on the board or in the back row in terms of Scarlet Sanguine for Tamamo Ball. All our cards are on the table, evenly matched. Yeah, it's a little late for that.
Yeah, tad bit.
All right, so Sanguine effect, we're going to get Haketo here. That's fine. We've got a Conquistador set. I don't know, maybe I'd even switch one to Battle Phase and try to attack over the Hippo shit again. All right,
Here comes
Conquistador.
Conquistador. Gonna
He
let
says
that
okay.
resolve. Okay.
It's like, what are you going to do? Send my Eldlich to the graveyard? I've got 8 Eldlichers on my side of the field. All right. Will this make Tamamo Ball perform a Link summon, sending his Eldlich away and assemble lethal? Will he finally find lethal? The second one.
Hip Shinnigan. You mean to tell me out of all the cards he banished in his deck, he didn't banish one of the Hip Shinnigans?
I
How
think
big are those Hip Shinnigans?
they're huge, right? They're 24s right now. But of course, Eldlich is 38, so don't think it's going to matter. This is going to eat a Haketo. This is going to eat a Sanguine. And that one is going to resolve. Oh my god, did we do it? Did we figure out lethal? Now, unfortunately, because that wasn't lorded, it is going to only have 25, or 35 rather. But it still gets to eat Haketo. Alright.
On the battle phase.
That's fine. I think I would probably Haketo in response. You can't really activate this card proactively. Maybe he's activating the red in response. Oh, the Conquistador in response to destroy the Haketo. The Forever.
I think that's it. I think that's it right there.
Yeah, I mean, that's all known information, too. There's really not too much you can do about it. Activating Eldlich of White Destiny puts your onus on your opponent to use cards that you know they have. I really don't know about that line. All right, Cursed Eldling
there's a cursed land. Going down to 1.
Now,
getting the third
Palace
land.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that the third land or the second land?
It's got to be the second.
I think it's the second, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. There have been 2 solemn judgments. That's why we're thinking that.
Oh, okay. Same thing.
Hey, evenly matched is looking pretty good right now.
Okay, top deck pot. There you go.
That's pretty dope. All right. Let's see if he's been holding the... oh, he didn't use the macro. Come on. Let's see if he's been holding the Ash. Apparently not. Into a pot. This is my experience with the card. Okay. Sheesh. I don't know. The Golden Land Forever really does a lot here for Tamamo Ball.
Can he Eldlich send... Can he send himself and the back row and then just evenly match during the battle phase?
Yeah,
he's up against a Golden Land Forever. That would be disgusting if he wasn't up against a Golden Land.
Maybe the play is like Eldlich in Graveyard. Oh, there's no Eldlich in Graveyard. Dang it.
Yeah.
It's like, if there was, you could use the Eldlich sending the Guardian, like overlay for a big, like a Liba or something, prompting the Forever, and then be like, okay, evenly. Unfortunately, you're dead then.
Can Golden Lord send himself from the field to the graveyard as well as a card to pop a card on the field?
No, it's got to be from the hand.
Oh, dang. Okay, I was going to say.
That would have been a dope line.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Eldlich send, like, target the Golden Land in the back row, go battle phase, get rid of it all.
Just minus my board to infinity to resolve evenly match. I would consider setting it at least. Like, is it really better than Guardian?
Nah, there's no way you set the evenly matched.
Oh, speaking of. Okay, Haketo for the Eld and then the Golden Land. He has no response. Yeah, that might actually be it. We finally have a way to walk over Eldlich. We've got Scarlet Sanguine only. Are we gonna finally resolve game 2? Please? Damage, it's 45, dude. Alright, in the damage step, he's gonna Guardian. No! You can change this monster's attack to 0, and then he'll take a bunch of damage because there's no redeclare at the start of the damage step because he's crashing into it in defense. Guardian can't damage step, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it looks like they're calling a judge about this. I'm pretty sure you can.
Do it during damage step, that's it.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. You cannot activate Guardian of the Golden Land during the damage step.
No! Oh, no.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
He said, we don't know why. We don't know why.
Wait, did the judge say they don't know why?
Says, we're not entirely sure why.
Oh, wow. You learn something new every day, huh?
That's BKSS right there.
Yeah. A hell of a game we play, huh?
Oh, yeah. Does that resolve all issues? Yeah, it also loses to Comalante in the game. Yeah,
one big issue. I lost the game now.
I think we could bring back Eldlich here, but I mean, sheesh. This has got to be the end of it. We get to go into Gustav Max finally, and
well, Gustav isn't even enough, though. That's the thing.
What's Tamamo doing? Wait, you're right. He's only at 400. And then what? Eldliching? To do what? Nothing.
Oh, here comes the second pot. Oh man.
Are both the Eldliches banished? They are. So we can't have the reverse Gustav. All right. Here we go. What's on the top of the deck? Wait, Crow's
Ooh,
insane.
Crow Dynamiscus. That's not bad. Those are good draws.
That's pretty strong.
Those are pretty okay.
All right, he's doing it on Hippo Shinnigan, and he says, "All right, we'll just do it like this," and that wins the game.
That's
anyway.
the wrap. Wow, I told you it wasn't enough.
Wow, what a miserable set. I don't know why you'd go into that, but
yeah, now I'm wondering if the game was salvageable had he knocked Gustav. I knew as soon as he put those together, that was the wrong play. But like the thing is, you're also facing against a Guardian, and that Guardian, all he's got to do is just sink one of the dudes to 0, and you're losing for battle.
Yeah, it's like summoning the Hippo Shittigan's lost him the game because you can't
put
him in position. Tamama Ball with the right opinion here. God, I hate the mirror. Just miserable. Well, thank you for coming on and watching this just fantastic game. Just a wonderful game that is 30 minutes long and therefore got me a ton of ad revenue. Any final thoughts?
They said they hate the mirror match, but I don't know. That was kind of entertaining to watch. I actually didn't mind it.
Wow. Well,
I like the exchange of resources. You know, it's kind of cool. I think some of the cards are a little bit good. Like definitely watching this over, I can realize, wow, this archetype's really, really good. But no, it was like entertaining to watch. You hit me up whenever you find another one of these videos.
Oh, absolutely. You can solo cast it. I don't even need
Oh, hell yeah. Woo.
I will say you are a shining beacon of positivity in this. Only you could find beauty in the Eldlich mirror match. And I really appreciate it. All right. So that concludes the third round of the Reddit Championship Series. Tune in for round 4, where I guarantee you one of the 2 decks is going to be Eldlich. I'll put a link to Sir Emanon's channel where most of those videos are hosted. And until then, peace.